Hello, YouTube. How are you doing, YouTube? Greetings to everyone. My name is Saw Nation, and yes, I always film videos, relatable videos to Denmark about my life. And today, in this video, without wasting your time, I'm going to be breaking down to you guys about my struggle in Denmark as an immigrant. So I moved into Denmark in 2022. I migrated from Ukraine into Denmark in 2022. And I must say, Denmark is a great nation. Denmark is, their system works really, really well. But as someone like me who left my country, I am a Cameroonian. Yes, I am a Cameroonian. And someone like me who moved from my home country at a very young age, I will technically say that I sponsored myself, because when I got into Europe, I didn't have people who were sending me money for my school fees or my upkeep. I had to find my how to stabilize, how to feed my bills, how to do a lot of things, and that made me to miss out on my education. At a point, I think I even I forgot about school. I wasn't even thinking about school at all. So I lived in Ukraine for like 3 years plus. I lived there for like 3 years plus before, all the insecurity and all of that happened. And I had to move to Denmark. When I was moving during that period, I choose Denmark. And mind you, I was choosing Denmark. I didn't have a relative, I didn't have a friend, I didn't have a mentor, I didn't have a colleague who had lived in Denmark. But I just heard Denmark and I was like, you know what? This sounds like this is going to be my home. I believed in myself. One thing in this life, believe in yourself no matter the circumstances, no matter how hard people will try to tell you, oh, you can't do it, oh, your time is over. Always believe in yourself. And alongside, I've realized that location is power. Location, your environment, yeah, your environment is power. If you have the ability, the opportunity, if you have the resources to move, if you feel like where you are currently is not where you belong, move. Is it a job? Is it a city? Is it a country? Is it a house? Is it an apartment? Is it a shared space? If you don't feel comfortable there and you feel like you can do better somewhere else, move. Keep moving until you are satisfied. Anyways, I think I'm already diverting from this video, but I am here today to share you guys about my struggles, what I feel like they are struggles to me right now that I am in Denmark. And one of the major ones is, integrating into the Danish culture. And one of the major ones is the language. Currently, over here in Denmark, everything works. And I will tell you for free, if you're someone who is coming to look for a job here in Denmark, you need that language. You need to learn the language if you really want to have that high paying job. And why it is a struggle for me is that I feel like I'm not good at languages. I try my best. When I speak the little that I speak, people tell me, "Oh, you speak good Danish. Your pronunciations are okay." But it's not okay to the standard where I can have what I need. Do you get the point? I don't know if I'm making sense. It's not okay to the point where I feel like I've arrived where I can get what I need. And it's a huge struggle because there are jobs littered everywhere, but all of them they're in Danish. If you go, for example, like in job index, you're gonna type for jobs, maybe 273 can appear, and when you type the English offers, they'll only turn around to be like 43, and the rest will be Danish. That is how serious it is. So if you're someone who is planning to move in here in future, start taking your Danish lessons very seriously. Also, it's also a big struggle because people are kind of in their own space here, and majority of the time teachers refer you to go to older gatherings, like older clubs, where you can listen to them speak, and then you easily adapt and speak and all of that. And there is a big gap when it comes to all these things. So it is not easy. It is a big struggle. Another big struggle that I'm facing now in Denmark is the fact that I am I feel like it's a lot, I didn't grow up going to school and going to work at the same time. Sometimes you come back from school and you need to go to, like, you come back from work and you need to go to school, and then you're tired, having to handle the two things together. It is also a struggle because you want to meet up. And I am this person who have not, because I moved into Europe as early as 2018, and because of the struggle, because of my country where I moved into, I could not go to school properly because I needed to fend for myself. I needed to pay for my school fees. I needed to do everything by myself, and it was not easy. At a point, I just had to drop out and be, looking for money to, like, just pay for my how do you call it, pay for my needs, and survived. And then I survived for a period of time. I feel like I got comfortable with that. But then when I arrived Denmark offers a lot of opportunities. But for you to get these opportunities, first things first, you need to speak this language. Language is everything over here. Like, yeah, language will open a lot of doors for you. It will help you to just be where it might not be at the top, but it will help you. Then my second struggle, or third, I don't know if I was counting right. My third struggle is the fact that I am business oriented, and it's just very complicated in a way to be a business owner here. Not that it is complicated to open a business, like registration for your documents and having a bank account, or that. No, that's not the point here. The point is the fact that for someone like me, hair business have been surviving me for the longest time period. And it is just so difficult to get that the real capital, to get a place to fund it for yourself. Danish system is organized in a way that you just go to work and then come back. That is why majority of foreign business owners, for the few that I've seen, they always have a 9 to 5, and then they have their business as a side hustle. In that way they can be able to survive. Let's say, for example, if I'm making like 1,000 bucks from my hair business, that will only go for my house rent in a month. I won't be able to feed, I won't be able to do a lot of things. And let's just assume that I have like that, 1,000 bucks is coming before tax, and they are collecting maybe 20% out of it. You see that I'm almost left with nothing, right? That's why I would say it is difficult to, as a business oriented person, to stand out in a way. You know, I'm still learning. And if you have any other ideas that you can give me to go about it, you are very much welcome to drop them in the comment section. If you have watched the video this far, please kindly hit that subscribe button. Hit it for me and like the video so that others can see and watch, so that when they are coming in future they can prepare. Also, talking about my hair business, I also think that is a big good flag for you to have a skill that you're doing for yourself. It is going to help you a lot. It is going to help you a lot, even especially as a student, because as a student you are going to be picking shifts here and there. And that could be like unsolicited money for you if you have a skill that you're doing, or if you have a small business that you're doing, like you advertise to your friends, it will help you. Because Denmark, it is expensive in Denmark. I compare other countries and I'm like, wow. You're gonna earn high in Denmark if you have a job, but then it also has like very high standards of living. That makes sense, right? So now, another struggle is, you know, even is finding a job is still related to that language. I think, yeah, it's still related to the language. And then the weather is the weather everyone knows in Denmark. Like if you meet a Danish person, or you meet someone over here that you don't have what to talk about, you are going to be talking about the language, like the weather. Because the weather here, 1 minute is raining, 1 minute is sunny, 1 minute is windy, like 1 minute, 1 minute is snowing. Like it's just a whole lot of emotions when it comes to the weather here in Denmark. But people still survive, people still go about their day, people still do what they need to do. And yeah, it's a struggle for a lot of people, having to cope with that weather. If you're someone who have issues, like try it's going to be difficult for you. It's going to be difficult for you. And hmm, making friends here. And there are people here, there are people who know the way. It is a struggle, and it's a struggle to meet these people. It is a struggle to actually, I feel like it is also a struggle having to meet the right people, or having to get connections. Because majority of the time here, networking over here is always the best in getting a job, in getting, like, I remember my last company that I worked for, I was referred to that company by a friend. You could literally be here and you don't have a job, but then there is a company that needs like 60 people to work in their company. But you can apply online, and they are not going to, like, they might likely not pick you, or they might likely pick people who are being referred to the boss by their friends, or by their colleagues to come and work. That is, Denmark is so high in networking. So if you're coming new here, it's a struggle, but you are going to try to you know network with people, get their know where they are working and stuffs like that. You are just going to be around, because life here is about working. You have to work, because when you do not work, it's going to be difficult, to get a job. Like like to pay your bills, to go about your life. Everything is money, 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 money. So, guys, this video was just me ranting about how Denmark is, and to be honest, it's a great nation. Denmark is cool to be there. Like, is their health system is good, everything is very good. But prioritize your Danish language, is going to help you and go about everything that you're doing over here. Thank you for watching. Remember to press that subscribe button for more videos to encourage me. I am a small content creator, and I'm a loctician and a hairstylist here in Denmark. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok with my account AN Nation. And also, if you're looking for a hairdresser, or for braids, for dreadlocks, feel free to hit me up. I am in Copenhagen. Yeah. And thank you for watching. Bye.